everybody, Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group, family of companies. And if you listen closely, you'll hear a Spartacus off in the distance.
Yes. If you're on the video, you might even see him walking around.
Yeah, we had to bring our little boy into the office today.
Yes, we did.
But anyway, welcome to another episode live of our podcast. And our podcast is called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
That's right. And this is another live episode. This is week 26. 126.
26.
We're halfway.
Yeah, baby.
We're halfway.
Boom.
Look at that. Minty says.
That's right.
But this is week 26 live. And this is one of our, just talking about this last week. And there's been times where we sit down and we get ready for this episode. And what happened this last week? It was so crazy. But first and foremost, if you're watching, you already know because you can see us and you see Danny in her Freedom Through Passive Income t-shirt. And then I've got a jacket. Well, this thing is awesome, by the way. And that's right here. What's that say?
It says, invest smart, live happy.
Yeah, it's upside down. I can't read it. So anyway, so the swag store is officially online now. So when you go to freedomcapitalinvestments.com, you'll see in the menu right in the middle, swag.
Yes. Yeah. So we're super excited about that. We even, as soon as we got it, we were trying on all the shirts, and then we went outside on our back deck and
took pictures.
We took pictures and recorded a YouTube short. So a YouTube short means it's like got to be less than a minute or something. We'd never done one before, and so we recorded it.
Recorded it the wrong way.
And we realized it has to be vertical. So that's just a funny very first.
So everyone got to stare at me instead of Danny the entire time. That was awesome.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're super excited. We got to test out the merchandise.
Yep.
They feel good. The shirts are so soft.
Yeah.
And they fit nice. I ordered a normal size and it fits great. So super excited.
Yep.
The white ones are a little see-through. So
just a little bit.
Yeah. So that would be the only caveat.
Right.
If you just
and also, just to let you know, we don't make any money off of anything that's on the store. In fact, all of the proceeds that besides the cost of it, everything beyond that all goes to charities.
Yes.
So this isn't for profit or anything like that, just to let you know.
Yeah. All right. So then Flip took a trip to Michigan. You had a boys' weekend, right?
We had a boys' night out. It was sponsored by AARP. And it was up in the middle of the woods in northern Michigan. And I found out that the mosquitoes up there are no joke.
No, yeah.
Even after putting on Deep Woods Off, because I was Deep Woods, I figured Deep Woods Off, right? They just kind of went, whatever. Shirt, whatever. They go right through their shirt. Yeah, it was, I drove home going, I have so many mosquito bites everywhere. But anyway, we had a great time. And nobody got hurt. I still have all 10 fingers and toes.
That's great.
Yep. And nobody burnt anyone. So we're all good.
And then last Thursday, we talked about that we had written an LOI on a property and that we are walking it today. Actually, we weren't because we couldn't get out there, but our team was walking it and our partner Ken was walking it. Well, there was multiple LOIs put in on that property, and we got to the top, and our LOI was accepted. So they're working on and preparing the contract now to be signed. So that's super exciting. Another multifamily deal. Woohoo!
Yep, and now we're officially hiring an AM and an OM. Or is that an AM and an OM?
It's an AM and OM.
We're officially hiring an AMOM. You want to explain what an AMOM is?
So we've talked about this on previous live episodes, that we're likely going to be hiring an asset manager. Tina is our acting asset manager now, but it just got to the point where we said, hey, it's time to do it. So I've got a LinkedIn ad and we got an Indeed ad up. So we are actively hiring an asset and operations manager for Freedom Capital Investments. So I'm super excited about that.
That's what that stands for.
Because I've been needing the help for a very, very long time, and we're finally at a stage where we can make that happen. And that is going to be the needle mover that launches us this year. Because if I get the help that I need, we have so many opportunities in front of us that I just don't have the time to dig into yet. So I keep saying no and no and no, and that's going to change.
Yep. And because obviously you can tell from our schedule that we both have a lot of free time, we are now in talks with a new partnership to create an education platform.
Yes.
Well, I've got an empty 5 minutes over here. Let's do it.
Well, this came from the fact that we were asked to create videos and be a coach for the Legacy Academy. And they said, hey, we're going to, to share your social media, share any education that you put out there. And I was like, well, we don't have any education. Guess we're going to create some education. We kind of do it through this Freedom Through Passive Income, but we can really dive deep. And so we happen to know somebody through a friend who is going to probably partner with us and do this. So we'll announce it as it gets there, but it's probably still 3 to 6 months out.
Yep, and also if you're following us on social media, you know that we posted 2 weeks ago a picture of the little Florida house that we're looking at, and that came to a pretty big decision yesterday. So now we're past another hurdle.
Yep.
We're still moving forward. Tentative close middle to end of July.
Yep.
And the Ohio house, which we weren't going to list until way after we had moved into the Florida house. We're going to just do it nice and easy, do one and then do the other. No, that would be way too easy. Let's do it all at the same time.
It was actually our realtor, Mark Woodring.
Yep.
You guys might know him from our other podcast, our company's podcast, Real Talk. So he's featured on that podcast a lot. He's the one listing our house. He came and walked the property, and he was just like, why don't you just sell it as is? The view here is what's going to sell this property, and somebody else can then, do anything that they want to do, based on their desires, as opposed to us replacing the flooring that we would like. Now they can replace the flooring to what they would like. So we're going to sell.
I got to get out of here to go get pictures of it because it's going live tonight.
Yes. Boom.
Yeah. and then the last one we signed. You want to talk about this?
Yeah. Right when we walked in the door, it was actually we got in the car and I got a Voxer from Jody, and Jody said, "Hey, we've got more refinance documents for you to sign." And so they had to be notarized and in blue ink and all these rules, right? And so I said, hey, can you just make sure Betty's in the office because she's our notary? And so I forwarded them to Betty. So right when I walked in the door, pile of papers, sign. And I told Betty, Flip doesn't know we have to sign these. So you're going to have to stop him when he walks in the door.
I walked in and she's like, we have 27 pages for you to sign. And I'm like, haha, that's funny. No, there was really 27 pages. That was a lot of, I'm like, and there was pages where it was a blank page with my name to sign above my name. I'm like, what is this for? What did I just sign? I have no idea what I just signed. And with you around, I have no idea what I just signed.
Anyways, it's exciting to see the progress, go for this refinance. So, so we've had a really good week. It's been busy and crazy, and I know that we've got to end this because you do have to go meet the photographer.
Yeah. But I do like these episodes because then I can remember what we just did this last week.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, make sure you're heading on over to our website, not only for the Investor Club, but for the swag.
That's right.
And then let us also know if there's something that's not on the swag thing, like, oh, hey, I'd really like a coffee cup or whatever. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
Excuse me, because there's lots of other things that we can add to it. But we like to end all of our episodes with
Invest Smart.
Live Happy. Bye, everybody.
Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on this show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit or loss.